What's up? Welcome to the live. How are you doing? And you're gone already. Just like that. One person in, one person out. What's up? Welcome to the live. Elizabeth, Mike, and Cece. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's see, we got 2 votes on the weed. Oh, 100% no's on the cannabis smoke. That's good. Well, good. There's better ways to consume cannabis than smoking. So, what's everybody up to today? It's a beautiful day here in Oregon. Thought I'd get on, smoke a blunt, do it live, see, I don't know, what I can find out. Still kind of new to these lives, just a little bit. Please, also, if you guys haven't subscribed, please throw me a subscribe if you don't mind. If you like the live, I guess. I'm at like 538 subscribers, so trying to get to that 1,000, and then like, more. I guess more than 1,000. So don't be shy. Go ahead and type. Say hi. It's kind of nice to have somebody here. Speaking of weed not being good, holy shit, there's a lot of flies out today. Catching that warm weather for the first time in a while. Make use of it. We got 3 votes. Yeah. It's varying. We're getting there. 75-25. You got some smokers and most non-smokers. Not too bad. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm just chilling out, smoking a blunt. A little Swisher, great flavor, with some pure Michigan in there. 24% THC. It's pretty good. Mid of the line, I guess, for Oregon. Hopefully, wherever you guys are from, the weather is beautiful. So, I guess that comes to my next question. Where is everybody from? Sorry, my neighbors are playing music. Kind of hard to nod. Slightly moved some music, I guess. There's so many flies out here. Anyways, I'm back. Yeah. So what is it? It's Thursday night. We're almost to the weekend. For me, today is only my Tuesday, so I got till Sunday to my weekend. Anybody do anything exciting today? I also wish it would just show me a list of the people in the room. That way I know when people leave, new people come in. Or I can give participation trophies for those who have stayed possibly this whole 6 minutes. So, yeah. You guys wanna see the neighborhood. Give you guys a little view. So, got the library over there. A little bit more of the town. People playing the music. My neighbors. It's a pretty quiet little town. Not much going on. I know nobody asked to see the town, but I don't know. What else can we ask for, really? What else can we ask for? I don't know. You guys hear about that person who testified against Boeing and apparently offed himself for, I don't know, I guess feeling guilt of talking shit about Boeing, letting out information? 60-40. Getting almost there. I don't know. I don't really get into the politics and shit much anymore, but I always find it funny when somebody finally whistles or blows the whistle or whatever, and then a couple days later they just off themselves for no reason. And it always seems to be in some mysterious way too. I don't know. It's always funny when they're and they killed themselves with a gunshot to the back of the head. I don't know. I guess people could do it. It's not that it can't be done. It just seems like a weird way to take yourself out, execution style. So I don't know. I've worked all day today, so I've got some crazy thoughts in this. Please don't feel shy to, hey, there we go, Mr. Lionel. I'm my porch puffing too. Right on, brother. Well, cheers, my friend. What are you smoking on? It's a perfect day here. It's nice. Earlier, just I think 60 something out here, so it's a good day. The last time I did a live outside, it was raining and it wasn't so fun. So had a lot of people. Well, a lot for me, I guess 10. So, but yeah, it's also just weird to sit here and talk to yourself. Hopes that you say something that will catch somebody's reaction or attention, I guess. I'm gonna smoke this blunt and then go in, play some video games, play some Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3. And, yeah, do what old men do and just go to bed and wake up to do it all over again tomorrow. I think that's kind of where I'm at right now, is the rat race of it all. And I should be used to it by now. I've been working forever and a day. And I don't know. I've had enough experience in this life to know how it really kind of works out for most people. And but it's funny how it still gets you down every once in a while and it bums you up. Hey, I got my first thumbs up. Sweet, today is the day of first. Pardon me, sorry about that. I even brought water today. This is the last couple of times I've come out here to smoke. I just brought my water. So when you're smoking the blunt and you start coughing quite a bit, it seems like the water goes by way too quick. I'm just sitting out here. So what's everybody gonna do tonight? What's the game plan? Gotta be something more exciting than what I'm doing. Or how was the day. Something adventurous had to happen. Talk to me, my friends. Tell me how it's been today. Sorry. Wow. Up here in Michigan, man. Cool. Oh, I'm so tired today. It's like time change, right? I like time change. Really like fallback, except for I get tired sooner. I guess it's about the same either way. But spring forward, like I hate it in the mornings. I like it in the afternoons when I know like it would be 6, but I'm getting out of work, at 7 because now it's the new 7. But I hate it at like bedtime. There again, like because it's already 11 when it should only be 10. So it's just one of those things, I guess. Stone thoughts, but. Anybody a video game player? Or, or anything? I like to do anything. One of these days I'm going to have to do a live with somebody else. Kind of sucks just sitting here. What video games do you play? Hey, there we go. Thanks, God. So I play on Xbox. I have all sorts of games. I like sports games. Grand Theft Auto 5. Even though that's starting. Grand Theft Auto's, I guess I should say, sports games, Grand Theft Auto. I've been playing the new wrestling game. I'm not much of a wrestling fan nowadays, but I still like the video games. Call of Duty is another one I've been playing. How about yourself? Give me 1 second, please. Oh. Yeah, I pretty much play all sorts of games. I started with Atari, so I don't know. Just all sorts of games I like. Used to really like The Sims, but now I just don't have the patience for Sims. Sims is cool until like you lose all of your stats. And it's like chasing money at a casino. At that point, you're never going to win. Just keep trying. Let's see. Hey, 50-50 on the Do You Smoke poll. Remember, guys, if you haven't taken the poll, feel free, because it's free. And give it a click. Sorry for the coughing. I do apologize. Probably a clear sign that I shouldn't be smoking blunts. It doesn't really happen when I smoke joints so much, but I don't know. If the weather keeps up the way it is, it's gonna be time to shave the beard. It's been growing for a couple of months now. Time to get rid of this thing. Makes me feel like I don't know. Sometimes I have a hoodie that is like the same gray color. It always throws me off, and my beard is like, I don't know. Sucks. Guess feel free to ask questions or talk or I don't know. Tell me about your day. Sorry. Sometimes it's just nice to have somebody to talk to. Or somebody to listen, I guess. Really, I think that's what we all need. Somebody to listen. No matter what we say. Like, it's got to be that person who will listen. Not judging for what you have to say. Some shit, man, you just got to get the fuck up off your chest. It's hard to do. I think my biggest feat as of late has been quitting drinking. I've been sober for about 3 months now. Actually, 3 months and a couple of days, I do believe. So, flavor. Sorry, pardon me. Let me take a sip of my water. No, it's no. I got well, a Swisher Sweet grape. Then I just got it, fill it, wrap it back over. Pretty easy blunt style. But it gets the job done for me. So yeah, it's supposed to be grape flavored. I can't use wraps. As crazy as that sounds, like I have a hard time rolling a wrap. So I just stick with the Swishers. Do you normally smoke blunts or wraps? And if so, do you have a favorite flavor? Oh my god, I can't talk today. Favorite flavor? I think with the Swishers, I like the grape probably the most. Well, what a nice day. So funny, like when the weather's nice like this in the very beginning, all I want to do is be outside. And then come like July and August, it's like I don't want to be outside anymore. Actually, I don't really mind the heat. I've kind of lived all over this country, so I'm used to all sorts of climates. What's your guys' favorite season? To be honest, I smoke dabs. Good. Glad the weather is nice. Yeah, I smoke dabs. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm an old school person, and so dabs kind of frustrate me a little bit. There's the whole heating up and cooling down, and let it sit, but don't let it sit too long, and then take the hit, and then don't touch certain parts. And so what I do is I just take the dabs and I put it in my blunts. So like I'll find crumble, I'll put that in the blunt. I'll put like I'm a bud tender, so at my job we have hash resin, and I just take that and I'll snake it up, and then or worm it out, whatever, and I'll just put it in the blunt. So that's kind of how I partake on dabs. It's kind of my favorite way, I guess, to consume them. I also have a really cool dab machine, electronic one, but I always overfill it, and then I'm terrible at cleaning. If you couldn't tell, like I'm kind of not the best cleaner, I guess. It's like I have all good intentions, and then it comes time to clean, I just don't feel like doing it. It's such a perfect day. if I could find something that was like in the climate of like 60s to 70s, roughly year round, I think I would want to live there for sure. Honest, blowing's hit me pretty hard. Usually doesn't happen. Excuse me. Mango flavored, man, that sounds so good. You know, they say like if you, rumor has it that if you eat mangoes after smoking, it's supposed to increase your high. So I tried that one time, but I had never bought mangoes before, so I bought sliced mangoes, and they were not ripe, and that shit was not good, and so I never tried it again. And it'd get me high enough to forget. So I'll say that. What's up, Anthony? Welcome to the live. Snow, let's see, what was this one? Uh, it was Gelato 41 was the crumble. The hash resin that I had, or rosin, sorry, was Cherry Gary. And I've also tried Tres Leches, which was really good. Are you still not? Oh, Anthony. Yeah, man, it's been a minute. No, man. So, or yes. Yes, I am still not drinking. Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, I just hit 3 months and 2 days today. So, smoking up, making sure I get some type of head change. Yeah. How are you doing, man? And the strain that I'm smoking is pure Michigan, the flower strain, at least. Yeah, man, it's first couple of weeks were, I don't know. I was, yeah, it's good. It's nice to not wake up feeling hungover all the time and feeling like, I don't know, this is that trash, you know. And then trying to piece all the puzzle together from the night before. Just, and I'm getting fucking old. Like I don't need that shit. Yeah, shrooms. I have. Sorry. Ow. Yeah, shrooms have been helping too, but I don't know. I go through them too quick, I guess, kind of thing. Because if I have them, I want to do shrooms like pretty much every night. But I've been really like microdosing. I had a really bad I guess acid trip a couple of years ago, and it's just kind of turned me off to most psychedelics. So, oh my god, dude. That's great. Yeah, I've 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 met that person before. Really, such a shitty person. Yeah, uh, that's great. 10 grams. Wow, man. I went over a gram, and man, I used to eat shrooms like crazy, but I went over a gram, like point 0.2, I think it was, and I was tired. It was like um albino penis envy shrooms. That shit fucking that hit me pretty hard, man. That was only a gram, so I can only imagine. Deal. That's a good deal. I'm getting a quarter for 40 here, and I think I could get an ounce for 100, but I have to drive to go get it. I just, not like, it's a little bit of a drive, so, but that's a good deal. I just, I don't know. I think the older I get, the less I'm into, I don't know. I like just microdosing pretty much now. And so, like, I just stay usually under a gram or whatever. So, it works out pretty well. Plus, I have, like, my girlfriend here, her daughter, her brother, two dogs. Like, and we're in a small place for the most part. And so it's just, like, too many people to sit around and, like, really trip out. Damn, dude. That's awesome. They're starting to try to legalize shrooms here. Um, there is a place in Eugene, which isn't very far from me here in Oregon, and they're doing that. I guess supposedly you can go into a place, you have to trip out there or whatever. You have to take your mushrooms there and spend your time there. I guess, but they give you a room to hang out in. It's supposed to be pretty chill. But I don't know about being somewhere else and tripping out. Like, home field advantage seems like the best one. Do you know the name of the mushrooms? Holy shit, dude. Sorry, guys. Wow, that's fucking crazy. All different. Oh, Jesus. And that's another thing. Like, I guess when I was younger, I didn't, people would be like, you want to do shrooms? Yeah, of course. And now when I go to buy shrooms, I'm like, they tell me the strain name and I look it up and do a little bit of research and, things like that. Things I would have never done before, ever. I wouldn't give a shit. Just ate some shrooms, you know, without a scale even. Just eat. Yeah. But I guess a lot changes over the years, at least for some. Sorry, watching the birds. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already thrown me a sub, if you want to, please feel free. 3 would be great since there was 3 people, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the last time so a couple of years ago, I did 3 hits of acid by myself, and which, maybe to some people that's not a lot. For me, that was a lot, and it's kind of a comical story, but the short of it is I ended up calling 911 on myself, and I actually called twice under advice of my girlfriend over the phone to tell me not to, but I thought in my head like there had to have been some shot that they could give me, something that would reverse the effects of this acid, right? She kept telling me that wasn't true, but I was high on acid. So, anyways, sheriff showed up at my house. I lived like a jumping field away from a casino, basically, and they thought I was high on weed, and I kept trying to convince them that weed wasn't the issue. Like, I have tons and tons of weed tattoos. Like, marijuana is my thing. Like, it's not weed. And basically, the sheriff told me just to get dressed, and I told him I didn't want to be by myself. I was home alone. 3 hits of acid was a lot for me that night, and they told me just to get dressed and go down to the casino. So, end of the story is I did not go down to the casino because I probably wouldn't be here to make a video today. But yeah, so that's why I'm a little like reluctant to really trip out heavy on mushrooms anymore. So, not that mushrooms are like acid, but it's something about the change in my feeling. So, I still hope to do acid again one day, though. I want to do just one hit. First time I tried it, I did 2 hits. Second time I tried it, I did 3 hits. And yeah, just I think maybe a half a tab or one full tab or one hit, whatever, I think would be perfect. Yeah. Well, you're smart, Anthony. Yeah. Because acid is fucking. I'll tell you, probably the strongest drug. Well, it's not even probably, hands down, the strongest high I've ever had in my life. Not to make this a fucking live about being high, I guess, but well, whatever. But anyways, was DMT. DMT was the strongest. Uh, I, oh, yeah, I took a hit of that and blew it out, and it was like I didn't know if I was gonna live or die, if I was gonna get sick or I was gonna be all right. I couldn't talk, and all I could do was just move my eyes like back and forth. I remember my buddies across the fire like all waving their hands at me, and all I could get out was like they were like, "Are you okay?" You know, and I was like, "Yep." That's all I could get out was a "Yep," and that shit was a fucking trip. Uh, they say supposedly I've heard that DMT is like the effects of the mind produces the same chemicals, I guess. I don't know. I have a GED. But anyways, it produces the same feelings as when you're being born and when you're dying. And I would say that that's if that's what that's like. I'm not very excited to find out the second half of life. But that high was really intense, and it only lasted just a little bit of time. But wow, man, yeah. Peyote, ooh, yeah, that sounds good to me. I fucked around with peyote a long time ago, but I don't know. It was like in the '90s, so whole different era of time. Young Guns always made it look fun, though. I don't know if anybody's seen the movie Young Guns. If you haven't, you should smoke some weed and watch Young Guns. It's a psychedelic, man. Like the thing is I feel like it hits everybody probably a little different. I think we just smoked some back in the day. I don't really remember it being, anything for us so much. But oh, fucking burn this shit on my finger. But it, yeah, I don't know. We also used to eat orange peels, you know. I'd say it's way more intense, probably than shrooms. I think, peyote's more used in like ceremonial type things, for visions and finding ways and all sorts of stuff like that. I think that peyote would probably be, in the right setting, would probably be a really awesome drug to do. Um, but I would want to do it with people who have probably done it before, you know. I think that's always like the smartest thing. And when it comes to doing shrooms or acid, I'm not saying all drugs. I do not promote all drugs. Uh, Here in Oregon, they passed that measure 110 a couple of years ago, and that legalized, basically decriminalized all drugs. And it just fucking, Oregon was already bad, and it just made it worse. So knife hits, yeah, yeah. Knife hits were always fun. Gravity bombs, reverse gravity or anti-gravity bombs. Again, all the classes, of course, back in the day when I was younger, we used to use soda cans or pop cans. Uh, First time I ever smoked, we smoked out of a treetop apple juice can, like the little green ones back in the day. I don't know if they even still sell that shit or not, but yeah, we used to sit there. We made a pipe out of that. Yeah, we pretty much do anything. Tinfoil, wrap it around the knife and make the bowl. I can smoke it like that. Like, yeah, little MacGyvers, man. That's what I think. Like when it comes to most weed smokers, is they'll always find a way somehow to get a bowl going. So, so what are you doing tonight, Anthony? You got big plans? I finished my blunt. That sucked. Probably go grab a joint. Yeah, knife hits. And somebody's mom was always wondering why the knives were burned at the house. I remember, remember that from back in the day. Smoked with this kid once. He had taken a super soaker tube, like, you know, that would hold the water. This does not look very good, I guess. Anyways, he took the tube and took a hose and took it off that, put a bowl on it, and you could smoke right out of the super soaker water reservoir, I guess, or whatever. And that shit hit. That was pretty cool. Oh, eye strain. That sounds good. Hybrid, 30%. That sounds good. Oh, my time. All right. Yeah, man. That sounds good. How much is tax in Colorado on weed? Here in Oregon, they're greedy enough to throw a city tax and a state tax on top of it. I'm medical, so I get away with that shit, thankfully. Plus, I get hella discounts too. Just having my industry card. So in Oregon, you have to have a marijuana handler's card to work in the dispensary. So just having that card alone, I get $8 grams. Yeah, I get like 40% off at some shops. So it's pretty cool. And then tax free. So it's more like probably 50 some odd percent off. So under 20% where I go. Wow. Well, I guess it's not so bad. Oregon's, I mean, so different. Oregon's 17%, I think. So $8 grams. At my shop, we have $4 grams. We have 6, 8, and $12 shelves. And the $4 is really not that bad. There's one, it's called Mr. Nasty, and that shit looks like its name, its predecessor. It lives up to it. So, oh yeah, there you go, man. That's the best. My shop, unfortunately, only gives 5% for veterans, and not only that, but we roped it in. They roped it into like a local and like a senior discount. Yeah, so I don't know. I was in the army, so I definitely think there should be way more discounts. So, Jupiter joints. I have not. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that you guys get to smoke there, I probably haven't got to ever hear of. So, yeah, I wish. That's the thing is, I wish all the states that were legal at least made this side of, you know, whatever, the Mississippi. I wish we could all share product, because there's shit in California that I would love to be able to try, and then, you know, unfortunately every state's got to be localized. So I can't even take a joint up to Washington State without, you know, possibly get in trouble for trafficking infused joints. Yeah, they sound good. Is it infused on the inside or the outside of the joint? Hey everybody, welcome in live. I've smoked the blunt. I'm probably gonna go grab a joint, but of course I didn't bring it with me. That's how it always works. Here in Oregon, we have some stuff called Truly Infused. That shit is really good. You get some really high numbers, really potent. Like on their packaging, it says not for beginners. So it's kind of like that personal challenge. See if you can smoke it all or not. Yeah, I was just about to point that out, but I wasn't really sure how to say it. That was kind of the thing. Oh man, what a day. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Yeah. We were selling some infused joints, but they were only infused on the tip of the joint, and then so after that, it was all just regular. I don't know about that one, my friend. But I am going to go grab a joint. If you guys want to hang tight for just a moment. And okay, leave this going. I'll be right back. Oh. That's how you know you're old, is when you say, oh, when you have said it. All right. Oh, I made it. What language is that? If that's, I don't know, man. I don't really like saying shit that I don't know of, so kind of one of those things. No offense. Oh. This is not a drill at all. So I have some Fatso half gram joint, 36.74 on the THC with a 0.13 on the CBD. It is going to be more on the indica side of life. And yeah, so here we go. Cheers. Hope everybody's having a good night. Guys, if you haven't thrown me a sub yet, please feel free. And that'd be great. I'm trying to grow those numbers. Viewing hours would be awesome. So I got a whole bunch of shorts. I wouldn't say there's really a lot of great ones in the catalog, but something to watch if you're bored, I guess. Hope everybody's having a good night. It was really nice out. Now it's still nice out, but it's starting to get a little chilly. Grab the joint, grab a coat, good to go. Forgot to grab water, so that's always good. Go Suns. All right, there we go. My dogs. I don't know if you guys can see. My girlfriend's dog. His name is Stallone. He's a really good dog. But there's stuff in the way. Yep. It's probably better for everybody if I put the camera over that way. Now I gave it close. Not good. What's everybody doing tonight? Seems like the most repeat question that I've asked today. Whether at work or here. Oh man. 40, 60 non-smokers. It's good. Would smoking still include edibles? I guess, are you weed friendly? Ooh. I don't know, guys. I've been out here for almost an hour talking. I don't really have that much more to say, I guess. Been a long day. Glad to be home. Shitty that I gotta do it again tomorrow. You know what's, I don't know. I'm a bud tender. Like, you would figure going to work would be just fucking awesome. And I gotta say, like, when I first got in the industry, it was awesome. Like, I remember them giving me pounds of weed just to fill jars and shit like that. How fucking awesome that was. And I still like the aspect of that I'm able to help people, and that I try to find stuff that comfort people and make sure that they're having the best life that they can have. And I'm happy to just serve people who just want to take a break from life. But it's like the bullshit, excuse me, the bullshit that happens outside of what you guys see on the sales floor. I guess the back office, the managers, the shit like that. Like, it's just a lot of drama. It's like just sometimes not worth it. The pay's okay. I can't complain because I keep going back to work. But it's just, I don't know. Like in my shop right now, we have probably 9 jars of weed, 1 cartridge, no edibles, probably 6, 7, maybe 8 options on dabs, most of that all being hash. And it's like been that way for a long time. Like, the store used to be busy, and now it's not. Like, we had 20 customers today, which was a lot actually for the morning, but it just, I don't know. So, out of all the stupid shit behind the scenes, thank you, plane. And I don't live very far from an airport, but yeah, just kind of, I don't know. It sucks when you aren't excited to go to work when you're selling marijuana for for a living. I don't know. And I don't know. I like it better than working at Walmart. Way better than when I worked at McDonald's. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess every job has their thing. But I think a lot of customers come into the dispensary, and most of them are pretty happy, joy, lucky. I mean, we always try to be very friendly, but I never talk to this shit about customers or with customers, I guess. But yeah, gotta get off my chest somewhere. So figure why not to the internet? That's always the best bet. Yeah, I went on such a long ramble that my fucking joint went out. So yeah. What's everybody doing for dinner tonight? I'm fucking hungry. I barely ate today. I had some jerky, and that's about it. So, what happened in your day? Talk to me, my friends. Tell me your problems. Tell me your woes. Anybody playing any video games? Watching anything good on TV? Anything on Netflix? I watched South Park all day at work today. That was a lot of fun. Kind of skipped from season to season. but got to be careful with some of the episodes. So certain ones I can play and certain ones I can't. I guess even though you're coming into a pot shop, there's still people who get really offended about shit. The worst is when you have to ask somebody for their ID twice because you forgot that you looked at it the first time. I always try to tell people, well, I'm proof that the product works, but sometimes it doesn't always work. You'd be shocked that people actually get kind of twisted that they have to show it to you a second time. And yeah, I kind of get it, I guess, but you gotta let it gray. You know? Like, I'm bound to forget some shit. I don't know. So when you guys watch, sorry, when you watch other people's lives, like when nobody's talking, what do the people do? Like, do they just keep rambling like I do, in hopes that somebody's interested in keeping up the conversation? So I don't watch a lot of lives. Here, smoking this joint. Pretty boring tonight, I guess. Well, one blunt, one joint. Almost done. Go play some video games, chill out. Pretty much. If you want, I am on Twitch. I have it connected to my account. I'm streaming with cannabis. Used to be streaming with beers, but then I hit the wagon. So now I had to take the beers away. I figured cannabis was the next best bet. So streaming with cannabis. I don't really stream a lot on there. But I plan on it. So especially like when GTA 6 drops or that new college football, that's going to be awesome. Plus supposedly Mafia 4 is supposed to be coming out, so I'm pretty excited about that one too. But got a long time before GTA 6. And then by the time the game comes out, somebody would have already showed you the first hour of the game. I don't know. I'm not really into the leak bullshit. I guess I watched some of it, but I think it's ruined a lot of shit in this world. Like I don't know, it's ridiculous. And then I don't know how it keeps happening. Like, that's the other part. But oh well. bud tender can't figure that shit out. Shit happens. One of these days I'll have to go live at work. Well, joint's almost gone. Blunt's on the ground. Party's almost over. Probably give it another couple of minutes and go in. See what happens. How's your hope the night's been good, or the day's been good, I guess. The night is early. Sorry about that. Alright, guys. Well, I think we're gonna call it a day. Alright. Well, of course. Alright, guys, have a good night.